Hello and welcome to GP4. We are here for round one. Let me just make sure my audio is okay and we can get going. This is an equal car championship. Um, it's 2012 cars, pretty much equal cars, equal driver stats as well. So literally everything is equal. 1 minute Lewis Hamilton could win, the next minute Arthur Kane could win it. It's completely random, which is what I'm hoping is going to make this a bit an exciting series. You know what I mean? So yeah, I hope this is going to be a fun stream for you all. We're going to start off with. Did I put Bahrain? I just realised I think I did, didn't I? Oh no, I didn't. I didn't put. Where we're going? We're going to Australia. I thought this was a new idea. I messed around with the game a bit, and I've really kind of enjoyed it. The drivers are from Kovalainen's stats from the mod, so they can race, but they can also make a load of mistakes. So hopefully this is going to work. We'll do the qualifying, and then we'll do a race. I haven't done the qualifying with an equal test, but the race we have. So the race works. Let's try qualifying then. We will be using the games race director thing because it's just easier. And yeah, I just realised it won't do it while we wait for cars to get out on track, which is brilliant. So yeah, Mark Webber could win one race, next minute Vern could. It's all completely random, which is what I think makes the fun of it, I reckon. I'm hoping we're going to be able to use this director thing, or I'm going to have to do it. Here we go, I think it should now. Take control for me, which means I don't have to go flicking through like this. It looks really kind of sharp, not sharp, it looks quite snappy, which is not like what I like compared to the director one where it kind of sticks to stuff. However, in the race, if need be, I will cut to the action. I noticed while messing around with it, I thought I'd see what happens if I just leave it as the race director, and it just kept staying on the person who spun while there was battle still going on. So I might interfere a little bit then, but I'm not gonna go hugely into it. Sorry, I've got a cough. Yeah, I was thinking about streaming this on Twitch, but then I realised that it's going to be quite difficult to do on Twitch compared to YouTube, where YouTube, the races are saved, everyone can watch it after if need be. And I also don't know how to use the replay cameras on this game. So if anyone knows who's watching how to do that, I hit R, it's in the settings, but nothing happens. So I have given up on that for now until I can figure out what is going on. Anyway, let's watch on board. We have Nico Rosberg, obviously the 2016 world champion. Obviously, though, this is 2012, so technically he probably doesn't even look like a championship winning driver. But anyway, you see him going around Melbourne. Melbourne? Is it Melbourne? Melbourne. Melbourne? Melbourne. It's one of those ones where you can have the argument, I guess, all day. Surprisingly, that bit of track there looks very realistic to real life, apart from the fact it's got less grass. But compared to what it used to be, I'm surprised it is as narrow as it is. Tell you what, I'm just gonna break this cursor already. Let's watch on board with the rest. I'll see what his sector is. It's a. We wait for it to pop up. I thought it was going to come up there. 57.6. Rosberg's is a 58.2. Already can kind of see where the equalness is kicking in because Duresta is quicker than Rosberg, which would never happen. Maybe in 2012, but not overly. I reckon Rosberg was quicker. Had a quicker car as well. So, where will the Scotsman, the rest is, I believe, Scottish. Where is he going to come across the line? He's going to be first. It's a 28.0. What about Rosberg? What's he going to be able to get? 28.9. Big gap. What about Kobayashi? Let's see what he can set in the Sauber. He has a Lotus behind him at 29.3, and Grosjean sets a 29.1. However, I wouldn't be surprised if that's because he was following whoever it was at the back. Next up, we have Fernando Alonso. Obviously, was looking really promising this morning, today, depending where you're from. However, I don't know if he did it by himself. He said there was like a problem with gear shifts, which cost him to crash into the wall. Anyway, Alonso, 29.4, not good for him. Ricardo, 28.3, puts him second place. Mark Webber, where's he going to place himself? Place himself fifth. Perez, third place, 28.5. Eric Verne, 129.5. Half Kane, 128.6. I told you that was going to happen. Jenson Button, 29.6. And Raikkonen, 28.4. I think that was. What about Felipe Massa? This looks quite good. Puts himself 11th. Okay, it wasn't a good 29.4. And that is your top 11, top 13 so far. The rest is on pole position from Ricardo. And then Perez. And then Raikkonen. We did just go past Raikkonen. I've lost him already. Anyway, yeah, Raikkonen, car for Kane. So Perez, Raikkonen, and car for Kane all in a tenth of each other, which is always nice to see. We've got Rosberg in 6th, Button 7th, Romain Grosjean 8th, Mark Webber 9th, Kobayashi 10th, Felipe Massa 11th, and Fernando Alonso 12th, and Jean-Eric Vergne rounds off the top 13 for now. We will now wait for the other rounds of cars to go out on track, hopefully. But the two Ferraris, very close to each other as well, but 1.3 seconds off the pace. I'm pretty sure that is not a standard for the Ferrari drivers. Is that Ricardo already in? Oh, yeah. Okay. So we now wait, because I think we have to wait for absolutely everyone to get into the pits. And then we have to wait for the next batch of cars to come out, which is going to be more exciting, hopefully. Not all the cars have been out. I don't believe we've seen Caterham yet. I don't think, I want to say. There we go, Bruno Senna comes out. That's another team we haven't seen, Williams. So some of these drivers, that will be their only lap times. Some of it will be, they'll do one more lap. It all depends, really. It's really weird how it does it, this game. But it was made in, like, 2003. I think it was 2003. I wasn't even born. So, yeah. My parents might have played this, I don't know. As, who's that? Kovalainen. The guy who all of these drivers are based around. All his stats are everyone now. So really, he should know how he drives, so he should really go quickest. But he doesn't have that mindset. Lewis Hamilton also hasn't set a lap time. Is that a Red Bull? I think that was Sebastian Vettel. It is. What else makes this really interesting is how the constructors is going to go, because like it's not shown at the moment. But Massa and Alonso, right, they're close to each other. But we could see the likes of Sebastian Vettel getting top 5 and Webber getting 15th. And that could be for all cars, or Ferrari could do a Ferrari and stick together. I don't know. But I'm hoping, because they're all the same car, pretty much, that it's going to be mixed. We could see HRT win. I mean, Carfaken's 5th. That's not exactly bad for HRT, as we see Della Rosa going out on track. And this is what I mean as well. So we could see Kobayashi coming out of the pits. And he's already set a lap, as we see. Watch on board with Bruno Senna. Why not? Will he show his uncle's pace with the equal cars? Yeah, I think he was always rumoured, wasn't he, to be very quick. Sadly, was never really able to prove it. But let's see. Maybe he can prove it in this session. 1/10 off the Resta in the first sector. That isn't exactly bad. Though it also isn't the best. I wonder how his second sector's going to be. I'm not seeing many mistakes. Don't know what just came out of my mouth then. So far, however, we never watched the Resta's lap, so we don't really know. Goes through the fast left-right hander, and he's 3/10 down. As it stands, he will be getting in between Ricardo and Perez for third place, which wouldn't be too bad for the Williams driver of Bruno Senna. I'm sure he wouldn't mind that too badly. I know I kept doing these races just to see, not equal, just in general, and with equal. Bruno Senna was always the one who spun the most. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure they must have got coding wrong between Senna and Maldonado. Anyway, Senna comes across the line. What's he going to be able to set? He sets a 28.5, which does put him second place. Do we have anyone else on a lap? We do. Kovalainen. Let's see how he does in the Lotus. Is it Lotus? Caterham Lotus. It was Lotus at the time, but I'm going to call it Caterham because otherwise we've got 4 Lotuses. Though teams don't matter too massive of a effect. Kovalainen comes across the line. Here's a decent lap time. 1:28.7. Hamilton 1:29.3. That puts him very far down the order. Down in 13th with Massa and Alonso. Let's see how Sebastian Vettel, the guy who dominated this year's, well, I wouldn't say dominated, but he dominated the last 3 years. It's not going to be fastest. It will be 7th place though. Michael Schumacher, 1:28.233. That is the second fastest driver and the closest we've got to De Resta's lap so far. Mark Webber again at the moment is down in 13th. Will he be able to improve on that position? And he is a solid 8/10 off his teammates, so you'd expect him to hopefully improve. 8/10 off. 2/10 off his teammate. De La Rosa, let's see what he can do in the HRT. Looking very quick. This might be pole position actually. Oh, 73 milliseconds off De Resta. Puts the HRT into second place, which is amazing really. Kobayashi, 5th place. Maldonado, 14th place. That's a shame for him. Nico Hulkenberg, 14th place. It is a very close order this. Rosberg, 12th. De Resta does not improve on his best. Petrov, 8th place. Do we have any more people on a lap? We do have Sebastian Vettel. Oh no, Sebastian Vettel was already set a lap time as... Yeah, so 1.4 seconds separates our grid, which is very close. A lot, mostly, within a 10th of each other. There's not really a massive gap, apart from Grosjean to Hamilton. I don't know what's happened there. I haven't made a mistake, I've double checked. But for some reason Hamilton downwards is just god awful slow. Which is interesting. But yeah, that is... Is that your qualifying? I'm not too sure. I know these guys will not set another lap time. As much as it does show. Actually, Will Hulkenberg? I think he did improve, didn't he? He set a lap. I mean, we'll watch him go, but I'm pretty sure most of them did set laps this run. We might see a few more cars out before the session ends. Most likely not. If we do get to the point where no one's... oh, there we go. Raikkonen. If we do get to the point where everyone's finished their laps, I will just advance the session. Because it's better than sitting waiting for literal nothing. It's just pointless. Them driving around doing nothing. As we've got Felipe Massa, who at the moment is in 20th place, is not looking great for him. As he comes out the pit lane, we have about 40-50 seconds until they probably won't make it around again. So looks like we might just have Felipe Massa and Raikkonen as the game tells me I have 2 minutes remaining. I don't know if you can hear that actually. I'll tell you what, I'm going to make you hear that because I feel like that adds to the stream. Oh, game frozen. No, it hasn't. I don't even think it's not picking it out. It kind of is. I feel like I'm gonna have to put this in very. It kind of is. I feel like I'm gonna have to put this in very. Okay, sounds good now. Who do we have? Okay, we have a few drivers actually, but let's watch on board with Raikkonen. We've got Kovalainen coming out on track, but it's pointless because there's no way he's going to be improve his lap time. Raikkonen's going to get held up here, isn't he? By Kovalainen. Sabotaged, really. Let's got Fernando Alonso going out. I don't know. Raikkonen's going to be able to set a faster lap time if he's got Kovalainen in the way. What place is Raikkonen actually? He's 9th, 5 tenths off. I mean, unless he gets a really good slipstream, I feel like he might just be getting held up a ton here. 7 tenths down. Is he really going to be able to improve from that? I don't think so. Let's watch on board with Felipe Massa then, the Ferrari driver. It's not looking so good for Ferrari, but we'll see. You never know. Felipe Massa could pull something out of the bag, like Glock did from his championship. 2 tenths down in the first sector. That is not terrible. That would put him around 5th. However, obviously, if you lose time, you might gain time through the second sector as the checkered flag comes out. And that is your qualifying over for now. However, we have some drivers on laps. I don't think Raikkonen will improve. We will go over to him when it comes. Felipe Massa, how is his second sector looking? It is 6 tenths. That is still okay compared to where he is. Raikkonen comes across the line. He does not improve, unfortunately. These guys, I don't even think. It just slows them down, doesn't it? They've just wasted their time. Oh, including Carfgain. Cool. Right, Felipe Massa. Let's see what you can do, sunshine. As he finishes his lap, and goes around the last corner. It looks better than what his last lap is. Puts him 18th. It's not great for him. Next up, Romain Grosjean, who is 19th at the moment, miles off. Oh no, he's not miles off. He's just a little bit off Massa though. He might be able to get him 18th place, maybe higher, depending on where he can get himself with this lap. It looks better than his last lap. Puts him to 12th. Hamilton can't do his lap. What about Jenson Button, who I don't even know where he is? He didn't improve though. John-Eric Verne, where are you set placing yourself? 14th. Daniel Ricciardo goes pole position, 1:27.7. That is the fastest lap we have seen, and I think that is pole position for the Australian at his home Grand Prix. As the game has frozen, I'm presuming that's because the qualifying is over. The game has crashed. That isn't very good. What happened? Here is the code open. Afterwards to free up resources. Cancel? No, oh, it's closed the whole game. That was a very unexpected. Let me quickly open it again. Apologies about this, guys. I'm hoping autosave has worked its job, and we don't have to redo that again. If need be, I will just redo it just with a. What time is it? I don't think it's CHP. gonna have to restart to my real one. Okay, that's fine. I will just quickly simulate it. I can't put them in their places normally. Make sure to save it though. Right, so I think I can save it here. Save, right. GP saves. Can I name it something? Here. 20. It's really annoying it crashed. Right, I should save. There we go. And we will. Oh, did I select Australia? Please say I did. Okay, I did. It's so annoying it's done that. We will set our time. Okay, so your grid looks completely different to what it was before, unfortunately. I'm hoping this doesn't happen again. If it does, I will just simulate the qualifying. However, it's actually much closer than simulated. Baldaresto gets pole position by 18 milliseconds from Mark Webber and 37 milliseconds from Kovalainen. Daniel Ricciardo 98 milliseconds off pole, 4th place. It could have been pole if the game would have loved him, but it doesn't. Romain Grosjean 5th place. Very close to top 5 still, only a 10th off. Maldonado 6th, Lewis Hamilton 7th, Felipe Massa 8th, Narenko came 9th, Kimi Räikkönen 10th, Petrov 11th, Fernando Alonso 12th, and Sebastian Vettel 13th. These two still close to each other, even with it being equal. Michael Schumacher 14th, even Alonso and Schumacher. John-Eric Vergne 15th, Nico Hülkenberg 17th, Kamui Kobayashi 18th, Jenson Button 19th, Bruno Senna 20th, Pedlarosa 21st, and Sergio Perez 22nd. Let's hope this race works. I don't know what this does, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to go straight to the race. So that is your grid. I did a completely different order, but we'll go with it. And let's go to the race then, which I hope will be a thriller, and I hope it doesn't crash as well. I don't know why this is waiting a little bit here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go with an awkward camera. 1, 3. We scored better start between DeResta and Webber. It looks like DeResta definitely does. Webber's had an awful start. There's that Daniel Ricciardo going right down the inside of Mark Webber. Puts himself straight into 2nd place. He will be winning that win after qualifying the taps. Kovalainen goes in the 4th. I just realised I can't see the bottom. Looks like a good start though for everyone so far. I'm going to put this on direct to cam because otherwise it's really pointless. Let me try and scroll through. Why is it 6 laps? Okay, apologies. We're doing 6 laps now. Looks like Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, good start, 8th place. Oh, who's that? I'll say that is going a bit wobbly. So yeah, Baldaresto then leads us away around Australia. Good start from the Scotsman. The rest obviously got started 2nd place in out qualifying session. So I guess pole position isn't the worst for him. Is that Maldonado and a Lotus? I don't know who that is. Lotus. I think that might be Raikkonen or Grosjean. It's one of the two. We might have a battle for the lead here. Looks like Ricciardo has caught right up to the rest of here. He's not wanting to lose this win anytime soon. He wants to win his own Grand Prix. He needs to be careful though, as he doesn't want to crash himself out of his own Grand Prix. If he goes down the inside, is that him ahead into the lead of the race? It is, as we see Mark Webber meanwhile having a collision with Kovalainen, that is, as they go side by side. I think Mark Webber might have it. I just saw Schumacher might have done something. No? Okay, that's probably struggling down the other. As Mark Webber does get ahead of Kobayashi regardless. So both Aussies having some sort of drama at the start of this race, really. I couldn't even do it anytime soon. But it is Daniel Ricciardo who leads us away in Australia now. He's already got a second gap to the rest of us, so he has blown away compared to everyone else. He's just got that better driving. I don't even know. He's just quicker than everyone at the moment. As we've got a battle for 6th place between Felipe Massa and Maldonado, as we've now cut to Calf Kane for no apparent reason. I'm not really sure why we've cut to Calf Kane, but we do. We've cut to them because there's battle going ahead. We can't see it. There's battle going ahead. But yeah, we have Calf Kane. Here we go, there's something. There's a Ferrari battle maker. So this is the issue. It has a mind of its own, quite literally. Ricciardo does set a fastest lap of the race, 2 seconds ahead of the rest of already. He is pushing. We have 4 laps to go in this Australian Grand Prix. Will we see any more stuff going on? We do see an overtake going on ahead. And we're not watching that apparently. As it looks like Jenson Button has got an overtake of some sort. He's going to get overtaken by Hulkenberg at this rate. God, again, 3 places in this race already. Wow. Kobayashi's lost the place. As Hulkenberg looks to send it on Jenson, but just can't make it stick. Who's that? De La Rosa. He's compared to his teammate Calf Kane. As we cut to the race leader again, Daniel Ricciardo. He is flying out there as home Grand Prix. Let's hope nothing bad happens to him, because we've never had an Australian win around Australia in F1 ever, and so it'd be quite a start to the season to have that happen straight away, wouldn't it? So yeah, obviously I don't know if he's going to win the real life race tonight, but we'll see. As Felipe Massa, is he going to look on the inside of the Williams? He's gone inside him. I don't think that was very PG, but he does not make the move. I think that is Bruno Senna, but I could be completely wrong with that. Actually, no, it's not. As Ricciardo sets the fastest lap again, the rest of it just cannot keep up. As the gap to De Resta and Webber is 3.6 seconds. Oh no, it's changed. It's probably like 4 seconds. So, as we see, Raikkonen and Hamilton doesn't work. What about the guys behind? It looks like Calf Kane has defended off the GP4 point. As we're now watching Mark Webber. Remember, it's a double Aussie podium. That is also something I'm sure Australians would like to see. As we've got a little bit of a fight going on here. I'm surprised we haven't seen any crashes in the Flames at all this race. I'm expecting someone's engine to blow up at least, but no, nothing so far. As I think Kovalainen's still wanting to get past Mark Webber. He wants to spoil the Australian party, which is fair play to him, I would as well. Ricardo really gets thrown away. I hope this isn't going to be a Ricardo domination. I don't think I have messed up. Is this going to carry on? I won't be able to comment on this issue. Oh, Mark Webber going to look on the Calf Kane. Oh, that's a window which has popped up on my screen. Oh, what have I done? I've clicked off completely. Why is that here? I'm so sorry about that. I know you can't see it either. Oh, here's Fernando Alonso on the Mercedes of Schumacher. Doesn't actually. He looked for it. Because these guys will now start to get a little bit more desperate now. They know how long we have left in this race. As we're watching on board with Daniel Ricciardo again, I'm just going to double check quickly. No, Daniel Ricciardo has no OPness. It's just really rigged. As that is Rosberg slowing down. Has he got himself an issue? I said about the DNFs. I think he has an engine issue. Someone's collected him. I don't know who that was. Someone's collected him. As he now has no wheel. I don't know who collected him. I want to say it was a Caterham, but I could not tell you. Someone collected him though. Oh, Puncho. Oh, that's HRT's getting a bit out of shape there as well. I'm not quite sure what's going on. I don't know who hit him. It could be the McLaren potentially. Who's that? That's Maldonado who's gone off as well. Is that an engine issue or something? His curve is going down, he isn't even moving. So that's Maldonado out. Is that potentially maybe because he collected the Mercedes? I'm not quite sure. As this is why I break through director thing, because it's just stupid. Here's Kovalainen on that. Wait for him to go to the director. No, I don't know. You move it. Oh no, he isn't moving. There's no way it's out. Anyway, back to the front. Daniel Ricciardo leads us away for one last time. It's not told me why he's going up. We'll check the end. Oh no, transmission. So, will Kovalainen make the move? He looks like he's going to go for it. Might as well. And he's made the move, I think. As why we cut into him again, I have no idea. Absolutely ridiculous. Webber now drops down to 4th. It could be 5th here. Grosjean's maybe having a little look up his inside. I'm just going to check if anyone's pitted. No one's pitted, so whoever collected him might have fallen damage somewhere. Unless it was Maldonado. Felipe Massa, he's looking like he wants to get past Grosjean. There's Kane. I think he's got past someone. Oh no, it was whoever Maldonado dropped, didn't he? But here we go. Massa maybe potentially on Grosjean? No. Room left. This does help Lewis Hamilton a little bit though. Sure he would have won there. Anyway, it has been pretty much dominated ever since he overtook the Resta in the second lap. 6-second gap already. It is Daniel Ricciardo who is going to win the Australian Grand Prix. The first race of the season. Is this going to be many more to come? We will see. Ricciardo wins in Australia. Paul di Resta will come home to 2nd place. I'm sure he won't be too happy about that. And Kovalainen has taken 3rd place off Mark Webber. And we'll get the first podium for Caterham. Mark Webber 4th. It's side by side. But Grosjean just about defends off Felipe Massa. Hamilton gets 7th. Raikkonen 8th. Kane 9th. Vettel 10th. Alonso 11th. Schumacher 12th. Kobayashi 13th. Senna 14th. Petrov 15th. Verne 16th. Hulkenberg 17th. Button 18th. De La Rosa 19th. Perez 20th. And that is your race over. Daniel Ricciardo is your winner. That was a lot to say. So yeah, just to recap. Full race results. Daniel Ricciardo wins from di Resta, Kovalainen, Webber, Grosjean, Massa, Hamilton, Raikkonen, Kane, Vettel, Alonso, Schumacher, Kobayashi, Senna, Petrov, Verne, Hulkenberg, Button, De La Rosa, Perez, Maldonado, and Rosberg, with Maldonado and Rosberg being your DNFs of the race. So, constructors, Toro Rosso is your leader. From Force India, Caterham, Lotus, Red Bull, Ferrari, McLaren, HRT, and I thought there was more teams. I'm pretty sure there's more teams. 22, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Oh, it's because the others did skip those. That'd be teams. Sauber, did they score points? They didn't. Williams, I don't think did either. So that would be your 2 teams who didn't. Continue, right, options, I'm just going to save, make sure that saves, so that is your race for tonight. I'm going to stream straight after this to get the second one done, which will hopefully have more laps, because it was a disaster, this one, I can't lie. So, I'll see you in Malaysia, is it? It is Malaysia.